Hi, I'm Sarah. Today in my video, I will be showing you the proper fundamentals of basic cheerleading stunts. I will be covering the proper techniques of a hang drill, a jump-in extension, a walk-in liberty, a pull-up extension, and a pull-up liberty. Try to pick up on a few basic techniques to ensure your safety. At the end of the video, I will try to cover these again to make sure you picked up on all the proper techniques. Okay, for our hang drill, what we're going to do is have two bases side by side right now. We're going to have our top girl jump in the middle. What she's going to do is simply when she jumps in, she's going to be able to lock out her arms and want to be able to have her knees bent with her feet over her ankles at all times. When our back spot loads our top girl in, she's going to grab at the waist, jump in, and when our top girl jumps in, our back spot should be able to let go, and our bases should be able to let go from our top girl's feet, making sure that our top girl can hold her own body weight up. For our straight up extension, what we're going to do is have the same position as our bases, side by side. What we're going to do for the bases is when our top girl jumps in, our bases' hands are going to be at the belly button level, open like you're reading a book. When our top girl jumps in, our top girl's going to jump in, our base is going to absorb through her legs, shrugging all the way up through her shoulders, locking out her arms, making sure that I can put weight on it without her arms bending. For my top girl, when she jumps in, she's going to have her hands on her base's shoulders, and the back squat's going to call ready, 1, 2. Our top girl's going to jump, spinning off the ground, absorbing into our base's hands. When our base starts to shrug up through her shoulders, our top girl's going to initiate that stand and blocking out her legs. For our back squat, she's going to have the top girl's waist, calling ready, 1, 2. She's going to absorb with our top girl, allow her to get in those base's hands. When she does, she's going to grab our top girl's ankles, driving all the weight up, all the way to the top. For the bump down, what they're going to do is all absorb together on a baby dip. Ready? 1, 2. Taking a little dip and bringing it right back down to that load-in position. For a walk-in lib, what we're going to do is start with the main base, which is me. I'm going to allow my top girl to walk in on her right foot. I'm going to wait for her foot, grab it like a main grip, like for the extension, tap back down, driving straight up, all the way locking out my shoulders. For the secondary base, she's going to do something a little different. She's going to wait for that top girl to walk into my hand. She's going to grab her right hand underneath the top girl's foot, and her left hand is going to grab on my right wrist. We're going to tap down together, driving all the way to the top, stepping into one another's belly button. For our top girl, what she's going to do, she's going to step with her right foot and her left foot again, as our faces grab the foot. Once we tap down, our top girl's going to stand up, pushing through her shoulders, standing up all the way until she's locked out and secure on that leg. When she's locked out, she's going to pull that trick in the air. For our back squat, all she's going to do is stand on the side of the base, waiting for that top girl to walk in. When she feels that top girl walk in, she's going to grab the right ankle and underneath the top girl's feet. She's going to go up, she's going to tap back down. Our back squat's going to shrug all the way to the top, releasing that hand from that back feet, going to one ankle. For the bump down position, the same as an extension, we're going to hold it. We're going to take a baby dip on ready, 1, 2. We take a baby shrug, bringing it right back down to that low position. For a full-up extension, what you want to do is the main base's grip is a little different. I'm going to start off, like, instead of this kind of grip, I'm going to turn my right hand in towards my belly button. What I'm going to do when my top girl jumps in is shrug all the way up until my elbow can't turn anymore, and when I feel that, I'm going to turn my elbow in, releasing my top girl to do a full 360 spin, locking in my arms out at the top. What my secondary base is going to do is she's going to let her top girl jump in, just like a normal extension. When my top girl jumps in, she's going to release the foot, allow my top girl to make a 360 spin and spot for that back foot in this back corner. When she's grabbed that foot, she's going to pull it back to her, locking out an extension. What my top girl's gonna do is she's gonna start with her shoulders on her bases, her hands on her bases, shoulders, jumping in, 1, 2. She's jumping in, allowing herself to stand up fully, waiting for this main base to initiate that turn. When she feels that turn being initiated, she's gonna continue looking over her right shoulder with her head, allowing that turn to finish, hitting it at the top and pulling her nice motion. For my back side, all she's gonna do, she's gonna start off on the waist, just like normal. Ready, 1, 2. Loading in that top girl, going for those ankles immediately when that top girl loads in. She's going to drive it all the way up to the top. When she feels that turn, she's going to open up her hands just a little bit to allow the top girl to spin just a little. She's going to let her spin. When she finishes her spin, she's going to grab back onto those ankles nice and tight and allowing our top girl to hit that motion again. And we're going to bump down just the same. On ready, 1, 2. We're going to bump down, back to that load-in position. For a pull-up lib, it's kind of the same grip for the main base. All I'm going to do is start with the same grip with my right hand inverted in towards myself, driving it all the way up to the top, locking out my hands just like I did for the extension. For my secondary base, it changes a little. She's going to have the same grip like she did for the extension, bouncing, releasing that foot, but when our top girl makes that spin, she's going to come back into that lib grip and grabbing my wrist and underneath that foot. For our top girl, she's kind of doing the same thing as that extension, but going to one leg. So she's going to jump in, absorb through her bases, look over her right shoulder, get that weight locked out in her main base, because my job is to hold her on one leg. So when she feels her weight is secure on this right leg, she's going to go ahead and pull her trick in the air when she's secure. For our back spot, she's doing the same thing as a pull-up extension, but going to one leg as well. She's going to jump, load her top girl in, go for both ankles, allow her to spin on both ankles, releasing one of these ankles, and when our top girl is secure in the air, she's going to go onto one ankle. For the bump down, it's the same thing. Ready, 1, 2. Everyone dip, come back down to that load-in position. From watching this video today, I hope you learned the proper techniques from the 5 stunts that were taught today of the hang drill, jump-in extension, a walk-in lib, a pull-up extension, and a pull-up lib. Also, keep in mind when performing these stunts, proper attire is also required. Notice how the cheerleaders in today's videos were wearing form-fitted clothing, athletic shoes, and also had no jewelry on. These things are key essentials to your safety. I hope by watching my video today you picked up on a few things and also had fun. Thanks for watching.